on the Capitol. This is something that's been going on and on. You know what I'm saying? And only for the simple fact that I want my rights. I'm entitled to my proper rights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm coming to the table with what I come with, okay? I'm a girl from Harlem. The dad's a drummer, okay? Grew up at the Paradise Garage, okay? Underground music, the emergence of hip-hop here in Harlem, a Harlem world. I come with a lot, baby. And I had all that then before I met Teddy, and I had that all came. I had already partied at the garage for 7 years in a row. You know what I'm saying? Going down there partying every weekend, listening to the best DJ that ever lived. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't the first DJ, because I partied with Reggie Wells, I partied with Eddie Chiba, uptown, okay, at Harlem World, at the Rennie. Okay, 371 in the Bronx, and Disco Fever. Okay, me and my girlfriend went to that. Okay, I come with a lot. You know, no, and I'm reasonable. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you gotta pay me trillion. It's not even that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta do me right, because I do you right. And once I see I'm not getting done right, I gotta go, because if I stay longer than that, once I see that you don't want to do me right, then I'm signing up for what you doing.
Yeah. Oh, but because I saw there's a track that you wrote for the girls. I thought you and Teddy produced a track for them, not realizing it was your song, and they gave it to
My
them.
song. Andre Harrell decided to take me off and put the girls on there. And that's what they did. They took the deal and they took everything, and I left. You know, once I didn't want to sign all those contracts that he had, he switched it up.
But you still had your publishing.
Absolutely.
Okay. But you didn't get
But I didn't get to do my album. You see what I'm saying? The Tammy Lucas album. Here she is, Tammy Lucas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't get to do that. You know what I mean? And the whole thing is that when I signed it, and that's the thing, they were looking for a hip hop lady of soul. This is pre Mary J. Blige. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop lady of soul, and a gentleman told me about it, and I went, and you know. But Andre Harrell, one thing I remember about him, he had the right energy for the music business. He was like a terrific salesman. You know, he would just get so excited about the acts, and you know, and everything like that. And I do remember that about him.
Because I know Khalees recently came out, this was about a year ago, complaining about her deal with the Neptunes. And I guess based on what you're saying is that she was so young and new to it and green that she didn't realize that actually she probably didn't think how much she was owning, because she probably didn't read the contracts.
A lot of people, just like you said, they just go ahead and sign it, or they don't have a good enough lawyer that's really there to protect them. And speaking of good enough lawyers, my lawyer, Mr. Bill Krasowski, one of the most wonderful lawyer there ever was. He's the author of co-author, but mostly the author of This Business of Music, that big book that tells you about all the different legal things about the music industry and the changes and stuff. I think before he passed, they were up to maybe the 10th edition. I have about 3 copies myself, signed and all that. And, you know, like I say, with me from 2010 to 2020, my aunt passed in 2019. Okay, mother passed 2011, father 2017. Then my aunt passed in 2019. But even in between that, you know, my aunt had gotten sick. So, you know, I was a caretaker for them and all that. I couldn't do a lot. And I'm saying all that to say that I fell out of touch with my lawyer, and he became elderly and had passed away. And I just found out when he passed away. I think it was a couple of years ago. But the point is that he was a great lawyer, and he taught me a lot about the business. And the thing is that every contract that I had, I gave it to him, and he told me, what would be beneficial to me, or what this meant and what this didn't mean. You know what I mean? And that's why, certain deals I didn't sign, or, we tried to negotiate more. Even Pharrell had submitted me, I think when I want to say what it was Star Trek at Arista, or they had just left Arista. And because the thing is that even after they sort of broke off, me and Pharrell was still in contact with each other, and I was still, doing stuff, and he was promising me, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And one time he had submitted I want to say it was a publishing contract. I think it was supposed to be with him. And I have it here somewhere. I have to look through that. But all I know is that it wasn't a record deal. I don't believe it was a record deal. But anyway, when the lawyer got into it, he says, well, it was something in there where he wanted some of my publishing. And I knew him so well that I called him up and I said, well, I thought you was trying to get me a co-publishing deal, where I could get an advance and maybe, supply. Because Gene Griffin I had a songwriting deal with Virgin many years ago through Gene Griffin. And it was a songwriting thing. So I think it had to do with some of the songs that I don't know what deals. Listen, Gene Griffin was a crafty dude, okay? All I know is that I got a nice check from them for a time, because I found the checks, okay? Got a nice check for them. I don't know, it was a year, 2 years, was a songwriting. I forgot that I signed a songwriting deal with him. But the point is that it wasn't a co-publishing deal. I don't know. All I know is that Pharrell had given me one. And then when I saw it, and I tried to negotiate with him, and that just fell flat. You know what I'm saying? It's like he had a lot of other stuff going on, and maybe he expected me to just sign it too and not really get into it. You know what I'm saying? And once I began to get into it, he just seemed disinterested in the situation. You know what I mean? And it was just left, to just fall flat. You know what I mean? But my thing is that I'm trying to make my family proud, just like everybody else. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hey, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you loved what you watched, there's over 100 artists that we've interviewed. So please check out the videos. Remember to like, share, how not unsubscribe. But better still, become a member of Halftime Chat and get exclusive videos ahead of time. But thanks for watching. Take care.